This is a Black Man with Hands production plan. Join us on our YouTube channel at Dr. DeAndre1 or visit us at Podbean at TalkingShitPodbean.com. Hello, everybody. Today is July the 26th, or the 28th, I'm sorry, 2014. Welcome to another edition of Talking Shit on the podcast. We got a lot to cover, and I'm talking really fast. Here we go. Oh, God, I love this song. This is Because I'm Black. David August live reconstruction. I think it's Sile Johnson with the vocals. Oh my God, this is such a great song. You can go to YouTube right now and dig it up, or we'll link it to our broadcast here for the podcast. Boy, I've really been sort of emotional lately in regards to what's going on at the border in Arizona and what's going on with mauling down all these people in the Gaza Strip. We have a special tribute recording of the song remixed by myself in regards to dedicating it to the suffering that's going on in the Middle East and with the Gaza Strip people that are being, I am calling it ethnic cleansing. I don't want to be irresponsible when I label it that, but after seeing the pictures, I think it's really sad to have to call it ethnic cleansing, and nobody wants to call it ethnic cleansing, and I feel that it really is, and we have some information, and we've been on Twitter all week. I've been just sort of shooting out all of my comments and commentary in regards to what's going on over there, and it's really sad. To believe that historically a country such as Israel has some sort of inalienable right to not go through the checks and balances of what we do in this world before we just go out on a full throttle assault on people that are trapped in some sort of a valley and or region of just, going after the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip is like shooting at fish in a bucket. And I feel that it's really sad. And the idea that somehow these mass groups of Hamas people are shooting over all these rockets into Israel, and the best way to deal with that is to somehow bombard that region with hostility and maiming children and shooting at schools, is just really, really our own role of being fools in the rest of the world as we sit idly by and sort of watch. And there's been some people on Twitter, along with myself, who talk about freeing these people, from the tyranny and the insanity of these adults over there who haven't been able to get it together for years. And when you try to have an intelligent, meaningful conversation, everybody talks about everybody's defects. Everybody talks about how awful it is to be a jihadist and how mean it is to be from the Islamic faith. And I don't know enough about Islam other than what I'm supposed to be told by everybody else. But I really believe that children have very little to do with why they must be killed. And the idea that somehow the children who are suffering in both these regions, or both these countries, or both these areas, both in Israel and in the Gaza Strip, to not be able to somehow get it together for the kids. Not in some sort of a moral, like I pledge allegiance to the whatever, but for the safety and sanity of the children that they're showing that are just being maimed by these rockets and by this violence, both psychologically, of course, physically, and what kind of a spiritual and emotional abuse that these adults are putting on these kids in that area, these young adults, these people, these women, these children, I think it's just bullshit. And to sit around and talk about how Netanyahu won't listen to Hamas and Hamas won't listen to Netanyahu and everybody ought to just go boo-hoo-hoo until we kill enough people to let the dust settle one more time is a historical blunder on all of our part as we sit here in humanitarian wonder over what the hell we're supposed to do. Well, the first thing we should do is stop the violence. There's been an alleged ceasefire, but the Israeli press, along with the dominated by the U.S. press and all of the social giants of media saying that the rockets are still coming and that it's Hamas. I made a comment about Bill Maher about how he said that it's bad luck that the Palestinian people have put Hamas in place to run everything, and therefore these children and women basically deserve to be killed because they somehow have put these people in place. Now, I think that's total malarkey considering the fact that we chose a shitty president more than once, which is why there's so much turmoil down at the Arizona border. We chose Reagan, who everybody loves and everybody worships, and Reagan's the one who financed all the bullshit that is now going on in all that Central American crap. And now all these people who are seeking freedom, who want some sort of safety, they don't want our food stamps. They don't necessarily want our Obamacare. Hell, half of us say we don't even want it, but we use it, see. These people want to live, see. And it's sad that the cost of living is to watch everybody die and hopefully you'll win out in the lottery of the fucking people who run everything. If you wind up on the right side of the lottery, then you'll get a chance to avoid everybody's, sick-ass economy over there. This is the worst I've seen people really turn their way, I think it's the media. The big, huge news companies really not really getting involved with what should not be going on over there and why it is so lucrative to let these people go ahead and just kill these other people. Who makes money, Bill Maher, off all the bombs that are being used? I would even research the fucking body bag company. It's a market. Killing these children has become some sort of a sociological spectator sport. Are we going to watch the war tonight? Are we going to watch another plane get shot down? Are we going to watch, somebody talk about how big their penis is to rule all of these other people and kill these kids? Is it one more guy or gal, even Miss Merkel from Germany, who's going to decide how many people get to die fairly? Is Bill Maher the right voice to help us all choose what death for a kid is the real honest choice? When it comes to blaming people. What in the fuck is going on here? And I just wanted to leave you with those thoughts, I don't have an answer, but I don't plan on killing everybody to find it. And that's all I have. Join us again next time for another edition of Talking Shit. Thank you. You said that like a what? I've never heard you talk like fucking AT&T. When you big like that, you don't have to give a shit about little stuff because you big, see? That's why I think the internet is going to take over the world, because I'm looking at all these people on here, man, and there's millions of little people with a whole lot of fun. Laugh. It's just, I love it. The guys who invented this shit did a good job. Because anybody, there's like really cute, there's fat, stupid people, there's horny. One person got their dick out and they cut it off. They took him down, and it's just great. There's not a lot of big people on fucking Twitter. There's a lot of little people.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so powerful. That's why a lot of big companies are afraid of the internet. You hear people constantly talking shit about the internet and stuff. And they want to make it spooky and stuff. So you don't really want to get involved in it because, you know what, it overpowers their big asses.
Yeah, no one has more power on that than anyone else.
Right.
You know? So.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. Fucking assholes.